Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with us in the video I'm due for this, for y'all. Okay, about the part two of this video. Cause video I'm talking about the story of Terrance against the Williams. About the story about his life, his background, his incarceration, why he's out now, and so be with Boosie. So I'm talking about his life, so his story, so. Okay, I'm gonna do his story of Terrence Williams real quick though. So here we go, man. Okay, Terrence against the Williams, known as the known as the original hot boy. He from New Orleans. Yeah, he from the Magnolia projects area, I guess, or either uptown area. Yeah, he was like yeah, he was known as the half brother of Slim and Birdman. At the time, I think and I seen an interview to where he did interview with people who lied or talk about that his brother Birdman was adopted, man. Yeah, he was adopted, and he said that yeah, I think he said that Birdman was a foster kid and how he met him, and so I believe he was living, I say, with his mom or dad at the time, or either his pops, I guess, and so I think he got to the basically I see the work of drugs, gangs, robbery, stuff, man. And so I think he got involved in in real life how he got involved to I probably say he got involved into the street life when he probably I so young and how he got involved with that stuff, man. Since I believe Terrence against the Williams, what to do. We're trying to hustle, man, but on how folks who hustle in life is trying to get money about it, trying to hustle, get money, but and so I feel like Birdman, what's the edge to making his label known, called the Cabinet Records, and so I think catching money on hold on, so I think Terrence and his brother Birdman had started catching money back in the early '90s. Where they got a lot of artists from Hot Boys, from UNLV, and I think the yeah, I believe the group Hot Boys. I think Terrence, I said gave him gave the group the name Hot Boys. So they got like Turk, BG, Lil Wayne, Juvenile at the time, like four dudes from that group. On how Terrence came out of the group called Hot Boys, and how they was known as hot, being hot dudes from the New Orleans, but uh, so I think Terrence Gangsta Williams, he wasn't a dude that trying trying to do right, on how he trying be himself and how he trying to hustle, but and so I feel like he on how Birdman was trying to convince him of I guess I should leave scripts alone, or how and so I believe they trying to leave scripts alone, and so I think he trying trying to add some leave scripts alone, to where they will focus on the label, but how Terrence kind of had to, kind of had declined it, saying no, but and so I feel like Terrence gets the Williams, who was the dude, they trying to love, the lifestyle that was like kind of like a more bad, how he got about a lot of stuff, but of rob people, shooting people, drug dealing, and everything. So and so I think back around the day, I think he got charged with type of crimes, I, you know, I say New Orleans of to murder, his he got say he got charged with murder and I say in criminal enterprise crimes he did, and how he got involved in like crimes, him being like involved. I said like dudes, I say who took the street like drug dealing, murder type of stuff. But and so I think he got out of out of jail, and so I think he did like and I believe he did 20 years for the crime, like things he did, but so I believe he got 20 years for things he did, man. How he got out of jail, but and so I think I seen this type of interview too. We talk about him, writing to people, how he told people to get out of jail, man. How like on how he told for people who got killed, man. Out there in the past, but how he just um I say when he out of jail, but how Boosie and Birdman felt upset to where Boosie had did that type of interview with Vlad, talk about him, how Boosie I and I think he trying to expose Terrance up being a fat gangster, a fat OG to where he trying to expose him up being a fat gangster, but how he want to have gangster off his name, how Boosie felt angry, pissed off to where he want to expose Terrance, and I said I keeping it real, the word how he was I keeping it real, but and so I think Terrance and I think he was like keeping it real with Boosie. I guess he yeah, I think Boosie felt like he was his idol, his god or something, to where he looked up to against the wins, but and so I feel like a little more of controversy. I saw him telling on people though, who did, but I feel like Birdman felt pissed off and how Boosie just went on live, trying to rant and rave about him and how Terrence Williams, was like trying to beef. I saw nobody on live. I guess he came home, how things starting to like get like weird for him. How he started beefing with people. How and I don't know. I feel like Boosie felt like he felt betrayed to where Terrence against the women wasn't his idol no more. How he just want to trust him for but and so yeah, I feel like Boosie felt like Terrence against the women's wasn't real to him. I guess so. I guess it wasn't like real to his name. I said I said how. I think he said that gangster is a word to where he supposed to have, how he supposed to represent his name, up in the gangster, but how Boosie just it kind of went off, but so and so I feel like it's more, of controversy with him, trying to snitch, trying to tell people about, what he did and how things, wasn't looking good for him at the past, how things, wasn't looking good and so I think he exposed Boosie, man, how Boosie, I still was in prison, how, how he trying to expose Boosie and being up to the custody, like PC is the yeah, the PC it's kind of like we all a type of rich person or a rapper mister, that put people into custody, I say about it being harmed by guards or inmates or how they try to protect them, but and so I think like I don't know, Terrence gets a wins, probably trying to I probably say discredit Boosie off of him being a PC and how Boosie tried to discredit against Williams, about being a fat gangster. But I feel like like both dudes are grown, man. I feel like like those who beefing the line about him, I don't know. I feel like dudes is beefing off of anything, man. But and stuff like Tony Rims, this dude, trying to look right, man. But he trying to like that's a look right, man. How he was in jail for 20 years, man. How 20 years, it's a decade, man. How it's a decade in jail, but yeah, I feel like his story is kind of kind of tell about him being I think involving script life and how script life, it can get you, in jail or dead, man. But so yeah, I feel like his story, it's kind of a lot of story where he got involved with a lot of stuff, that will kind of probably more street oriented stuff like robbing, stealing, killing. But so he's just a dude that's just I was trying to learn right, man. Trying to learn right, a little right for his family, or so I feel like he's a dude that's just got copped, so I feel like this dude just just one of the dudes who just hustle in streets, hustle to get money, but so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to peace. I'm out. Take care. Peace.